phonics program until August 31st. So today we're just going to practice, and then you guys can go back onto the classroom and play some of the phonics games that we played a little bit yesterday. Okay? And if you need me to, I'll show you how to get to it. Okay? All right. So today we are going to work on some short vowels. We kind of worked on it a little bit this morning. So we're going to work on some short vowel sounds. So we know that we have the vowels A, E, I, O, and U, right? So those are our 5 special letters that are vowels, okay? So the vowel A says ah when it's a short sound, okay? So if I'm going to make the word cat, okay? Can you guys see the word? Is it too far away? Okay, let me see if I can move it a little bit closer to the board. Is that better? Is it a little bit easier to see? Is it backwards, or can you guys read it the right way? Thumbs up if it's good. Okay, awesome. It's backwards on my screen, that's why I'm just wondering. Okay, so I have the word cat. What if I want to change that word to make it say mat? What would I do? McKaylee, unmute yourself and tell me what I would do. So I would change the C to an M. Good. What part of that word did not change? Tazia. Unmute yourself first, baby. Okay. What part of the word did not change? The A and the T. That's right. That part did not change. Hold on. I need to put you on speakerphone. Okay. Good. All right. So the A and the T did not change. That's our word family. All right, everybody make sure you remute yourself. Good job. Okay. What if I wanted to change it again and make it say mate? What would I need to do to make it say mate instead of mat? Sarah, unmute yourself and tell me what you think. You think you're going to put an E at the end, and so now the word says mate instead of mat, because that silent E does something to the A to make it change its sound from A to A. Good. All right, thank you. Now, what if I wanted to change that word again and make it say late, like I am late for school? How would I change it? Emma. I would change the M into an L. Good. And so now it says late. Good. What if I want to change it again, but this time I want it to say lake, like I went swimming in the lake? What would I do then? Brooklyn. What would I do to make it say lake?
Change the E to L. To K.
So I'm going to take away the T, and I would make it a K. So now it says lake. I went swimming in the lake. All right, so on your supply list, I needed you to have a whiteboard. Do you guys have one of those? If you have a whiteboard, can you hold it up for me? Okay, if you don't have a whiteboard, you can use a piece of paper and just maybe a black crayon. That might help, okay? All right, get out your marker, your expo marker, or your black crayon, because we're going to practice some of what we just did, okay? Like, I'm going to give you, oh, hello, little puppy. Somebody has a dog in the screen. We're going to practice, and I'm going to give you a word, and you are going to change one or two letters to make it into a new word, okay? All right, I'm going to give everybody about 45 seconds to go get your whiteboard and your marker or paper and a crayon, okay? Okay, so I had to move my letters down because there's a glare on the board. Okay, so our word family that we are going to be working with first is O-T. What do you guys think that sounds like? We know the O says ah, and the T says t, so it's, let's see, somebody who hasn't answered me yet. Miley, what do you think the O-T word family sounds like? What do you think it sounds like, Miley? Does it say ought? Ought? Can you guys think of a word? Can you think of a word, Miley, that has ought in it? Like, think about who it sure is. Whew, I'm so... Can you think of a word, Miley? No? Okay, let's get a friend to help. Ashlyn, can you think of a word that has ought in it? Good job, McKaylee. Oh, I got some people writing their words on their boards. Nice. Ashlyn, did you think of a word?
Can't.
Well, does that have ought? Does it have ought?
That ain't right.
That's not right.
No.
What about the word hot? Hot. Like, whoo, I am so hot. Okay, so everybody write the word hot on your board or on your paper. But I want you to write it smaller, okay? Like, don't take up the whole screen. Like, if this is my whiteboard or my paper, I want you to, can you see that? I want you to write it not really big, just like a little, like a regular size word, okay? Because we're gonna write several of them together. All right, make sure you mute yourself, guys. Okay, so what I want you to do now is you are going to change one letter on this board to make it say pot. Like I put the spaghetti in a pot. So on your paper, I want you to draw a little line or an arrow, if you can. If you know how to draw an arrow, like this. Make a line and then a V at the end of it. And then I want you to write the word pot. Pot, pot, pot. All right, so pot, we changed the H to a P. Okay? What part of that word did not change? The OT part did not change. Okay? So now we're going to change it again. I'm going to write these a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. Okay, now I want you to change one letter again, and this time I want you to write not, like I do not like broccoli. Not. So you're going to change it to make it say not. And then when you're done, hold it up for me to look at. All right, good job, Emma. Good job, Ashlyn. Good job, Sarah. Make yours a little bit bigger, Sarah, because I can hardly see it, okay? McKaylee, let me see yours again. Good job, Noah. Good job, Bentley. Good job, Brooklyn. All right, so now what I want you to do is, and here's the word not, and it was N-O-T. All right, so now what I want you to do, we're going to add a letter this time. So this time we're going to have 4 letters in our word. This time I want you to make the word snot. Think about what sound do you hear that's different? Snot. Okay, so what letter did you add? What letter did you add? Who wants to answer that one? Dia, do you want to tell us what letter you added? You just want to hold your board up so I can see it? You don't have to talk. Tazia, we have the word not, and I wanted you to add a letter to make it say snot. All right, anybody know what letter we added to make that say snot?
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
I added an S.
We added an S at the beginning. Good job. So now it says snot. That's a gross word, but it was a good combination of letters, wasn't it? All right, so now we're going to pick a different word family, okay? So go ahead and erase your boards. All right, this time we're going to use the vowel I, and we're going to write the word family ip. Ip. It is a vowel all by itself, so it's most likely going to say the short sound, I, I, I. So the first word that you are going to write on your board is the word hip, like your hip. Okay, your hip bone. So we have the word hip. Okay. Okay. And then what I want you to do is you're going to change one letter to make it say tip, like the tip of your fingers, your finger tip. You're going to change one letter to make it say tip. Right, so let's see. Brooklyn, what letter did you change to make it say tip? You want to just hold the board up for me? That's fine. Okay, now how do you make it say tip? Like your fingertip or the tip of my marker. What letter do you change? Write it on your board and then show it to me, okay? Okay, good job, Sarah. Good job, Ashlyn. Good job, Bentley. Good job, McKaylee. I can't see it, Miley. Hold it up a little bit higher. Good job, Tazia. Good job, McKaylee. All right, so we changed the letter H to a T to make it say tip. The IP part of that word did not change, did it? That's our word family. The if is our word family. We're going to try it one more time, okay? This time, I want you to make it say sip. Like I sip a cup of tea. Sip. So think about what letter are you going to change to make it say sip. Good job, Ashlyn. Sarah, hold your board up to the camera a little bit closer. I can't see it. Okay, good. Good job, McKaylee. Good job, Bentley. Good job, Emma. Noah, you got yours figured out yet? What you changed it to? Okay, you're really close. Change it to the word sip this time, okay? We've moved on to a third word. The word sip, like I sip a cup of tea. Good job, Tazia. All right, so in order to change it, good job, McKaylee. We changed the T to an S. But we kept our word family. We kept the IP part. Okay? All right, now this one is a little tricky. This one's really tricky. Okay? You're adding a fourth letter. Okay? I'm not going to tell you where to add it, though. You have to think about it. I want you to make it say ship. Like I sailed across the ocean on a large ship. Think about that. Where do you hear the sound between sip and ship that's different? Oh, good job, McKaylee. Sarah, I can't really see it. Put it up closer to the camera. You know, I think you have the right letters, Sarah, but you got them in the wrong order. Good job, Ashlyn. Good job, Brooklyn. Good job, McKaylee. Tazia, can you hold it a little bit closer to the camera? Good job, Bentley. Okay, looks good. Good job, Noah. Okay, so the sound that changed is right after the H. It doesn't just say s anymore. It says shh, like shh. And we all know that when you say shh to somebody, it is S-H that makes that sound. I don't know why I made a big old I like that. All right, so now we have the word ship. And y'all can't see it. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is actually something that we're going to be doing a lot this year in phonics class. So getting a little bit of practice is probably a good thing for us. Okay? Alright, so you can go ahead and clean off your boards. Put your markers on the lids on your markers really well so they don't dry out. If you don't have a whiteboard, you really are going to need to have one before next week when we start our phonics program. I have lots of extras here in my classroom. If you need to come get one from me, just have your parents send me a message and I'll have one at the front of my school for you if you just come and get it, okay? And I'm at Fairview. So if you need a whiteboard, let me know, okay? And I'll have one ready for you. Okay, Tazia, do you need one? Okay, can your mama come out to Fairview and get it?
No, we're gonna go get one. We're gonna go get one today.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, alrighty guys, so that's all I have really that I wanted to practice on today. I just wanted you guys to see how we were gonna start working on that. What I want you to do, go back to the Google Classroom under the classwork section, and I posted the web link to go to the game that we played yesterday. And if you go to that page, there's lots of different games that you can play that are phonics related, and you can pick any of those games to play. Phonics is an hour long, okay? So you have until 2 o'clock to find any of those games that you want to play. Okay? Now starting next week, we're going to try to start having reading groups, but they're not going to be like a reading group that you had last year where you all sat at the table. It's going to look a little different this year. But starting next week at 2 o'clock, you'll be able to do reading group stuff and reading activities. Okay? And we're also going to start Wit and Wisdom next week. And math, like the real math class. Okay? The next, like yesterday and today and tomorrow are kind of just us getting used to each other and trying to work out the technology and trying to figure out how to get everything accomplished. Okay? So, but next week we're going to start working really hard on all of our actual classes. Okay? So, does anybody not know how to get back to the games that I posted? Does anybody need me to show you? Nope? Okay. Well, if you know how to get to it, you can go ahead and get logged off. If you need help, I will show you. Noah, I see your hand is up, so I'll help you, okay?
I need help to get on.
Okay. I'm turning my board on so I can show you how to do it. So tomorrow morning, guys, you don't need to log back on with me until 10 o'clock. You'll have 9 o'clock math with Miss Owen, and then you'll come back to me at 10, okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my computer and I'm going to show you how to get on the game site on the Google Classroom. Okay, so if you log on to your Clever page, so go to your, I'm not Clever, Classroom, on your Classroom page, which you're already on the Google Classroom because you're on here with me. See this little button up on the top that says classwork? My mouse is rolling over it. So you click the classwork, and then it's right here. It says Vowel Team Spelling Games from class today. And there, you click on that, and then here's the website. You just click on the link, and it takes you to the game that we played yesterday. But if you want to go to a different game, you can come up here and click Reading and Writing, and there will be all these different kind of games that you can choose from. Okay? But this is the main thing. and all day tomorrow to finish it. Okay? And I know some of you are having trouble seeing it on the board, so if you need to write it down on paper, that's fine. Okay? All right. Does anybody have any other questions? Good? Okay. So you guys can go ahead and get logged off, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Bye.
Everyone else has left the call.
Your mic is off. Okay, why is my mic off?